Hello, this is part 2 of 2. In this video is addressed to my twin flame Shia. Hi Shia. For everyone else who's watching, I thank you for watching. This is going to be a lot of crime against me and my twin flame Shia. Still have to get through the notes, and I don't think that I'm going to talk about the pregnancy notes because there's too much crime that I'm talking about in this film, and I just don't think it's appropriate. But before I move on to the other stuff, remember how I mentioned how in the context it shows BEN space OBRIEN, my brother's old friend. They were very good friends. It was him, Craig Sharon, and my brother always hung out together. And this Craig Sharon murdered his ex-girlfriend. He has a $10 million bail. So if you Google search this, and the criminal DW says in V2K, he's pretending like he's talking to him in my head. Oh, you should have killed Alyssa. You killed the wrong girl. You killed the wrong girl. You could have been a hero for Los Angeles. So if you and I'll show you. So once you search that, click on Facebook. Click on Facebook. That's him. Click on the Facebook and read the comments. And I'm pretty much sure that BEN space OBREN, he had called me to talk about it and to make sure I could tell my mother and brother what happened, because he wasn't really talking to my brother anymore. And somehow I think he messaged me on Facebook. So read the Facebook comments. He had a restraining order. His ex-girlfriend had a restraining order on him, and he broke into her home and stabbed her to death. And he wanted Ben to take over his bank accounts in case he were to get out, and Ben refused and said, no, that's bad juju. So he believes that he killed her. So that's very close to being murder. I have a suspicious feeling him and some other of my brother's friends were involved in trying to KIL me. I can't really look back. There's a few times where I had some times where I think that it was possible they were involved with the organized crime. But I want to make sure I showed you that, Shia. I forgot to tell you about that. I actually haven't been that close to murder. Maybe I have. I don't. That's just one thing that I was supposed to tell you, and I forgot to tell you. So, but my brother kind of ventured out with his buddies to Los Angeles because he was like in the film. He wanted to be in the film industry. That ended up he's not in the film industry anymore. He stopped that a long time ago, and then when he got sick, I think he was doing a little bit of graphic design or photography. I don't know what he's doing. However, that all stopped. He knew he wasn't going to become a director, but I think his first year of school, he started getting sick his first year of college, and he had to go back to New Hampshire. So I told you I believe it's salmonella, and I have a headache. I'm very dehydrated. I shouldn't be drinking coffee, I just remembered, because coffee dehydrates you. Oh well. I'm going to be very upset if there's no proof. Because this whole thing with the internet, it's been a big joke that I'm not allowed to try to find out if my electronics have been hacked into, because there's not going to be any proof, and it's going to like take me over the edge, like with like extreme like pain, anxiety, like there's no way out, this is impossible, there's never going to be evidence, it's never going to stop. But with this fridge, all of the electric is connected through that entire wall, so the maintenance gave me an extension cord, but it's possible that it can still be turned off even with the being plugged on this side. I'm just not going to buy fresh food for a while, and I'm going to buy like maybe a little $20 mini fridge, just because, and put it like on this wall. It's been around 30, 40 this whole time though, since I found that 53-degree one. Food poisoning kills 420,000 people per year. I have a compromised immune system because of the stroke, among other health issues. I have a very compromised immune system. I could have easily died from food poisoning at this point, especially with the amount that I've had. It's not enough turning off the fridge. They used AI to make me buy rotten food. They used AI for me to go to Chipotle's and find prepared foods that were rancid and expired that I would eat, to all different kinds. They could detect where people were getting food poisoning in different places. So I've gotten so much food poisoning these past 5-7 years. It's unbelievable. So in regard to this REP torture, I have not been able to express it to you. I haven't been able to express it to myself and be able to explain it to myself. There's a different word besides RAPE torture that is happening to me and you, Shia's genitals. There's a different name for it. It's not just called rape. This is like, it's not just the nerves. It's like pain, torture. Like when you hit your funny bone, that feeling, it's like pain and torture. Like it's not that sensation, but it's like that when it's going on. It's non-stop. But God doesn't tell them, Shia, that the REP torture will get. So they blindfolded us, Shia. They blindfolded us and not let us not see what we're doing. Because apparently we're doing a lot of things in regards to the spiritual ascension. They blindfold us. They've been blindfolded from knowing what's going to happen. Oh, we can RAP torture when whatever other words to describe what's going on to our life force, Shia, and our root chakra area. They can blindfold us. They're blindfolded to know what's going to happen to them, and many people are actually seeing that it's going to be a replica of what was given to me and you, Shia. Whatever they have given out, it's returned to back them in a replica, almost identical replica of what's going to be returned back to them. So who REP tortured for 7 years straight, It's going to go back to them. Never a million years would I thought this would happen to me. I already had a bad life to begin with. Never would I have thought this was going to happen to me. So I do remember cheese was molding very quickly, Shia, in my fridge. And I was like, you have to, like, the fridge has to be, like, sitting there for 3 or 4 months for it to start molding. It was a couple weeks my cheese was had green mold on it. The eggs, I was buying cartons of eggs, and they were spoiling because they were all watery. And I'm like, I've never had a watery egg before, so I cooked it anyways to see what it would taste like, and I immediately got sick for hours from just taking like 2 bites of it. The heavy cream was spoiled, and I'm like, no way is this spoiled. It's 30 days, it lasts 30 days. Never thought once to think of buying a thermometer for the fridge. The milk was sour. The heavy cream I finally threw out. Like, they also were making me just trash. Oh, this was it. All the ground beef. I was trashing big pots of like chili and soup and other things with ground beef, just throwing right in the garbage the first bite I take. Oh, is that all I wrote? I wish I could just rest, Shia, because I'm food poisoned. However, as soon as I wake up, I'll get REPE tortured. You don't know everything, Shia, because some of the stuff that's happened to me is so bad I can't even repeat it on the internet. In regards to the hacker calling me a PEDO, he was trying to frame me with all of his group of friends that I was a PEDO. When I was around 25 and 26, it started, year after year after year. That's actually not possible. I think I babysitted children a couple times in middle school. It didn't work out. The kids were really mean, and I was really, really bored babysitting. And I've never been around. No, it's not possible. And there's no possible way. I can take a lie detector. It's 100% false. It was just made up to try to make me want to kill myself. But that was a serious framing for a long time. And his friends were involved. He had me thinking that one of his persons he was working with, parent, called me, got my phone number from Craigslist, and then tried to apologize about things because the people, I can't even explain it completely, but there might be more phone calls from people that criminal DW knows besides the assistant. But I'm not going to go research what voices sound, what they sound like right now. So while I was emailing myself the food poisoning photography of my feces, the criminal hacker was queuing my email, and I wasn't smart enough to screenshot it. I did screenshot this pop page was coming up. I have to hide the name because I can't have this video be taken down. It was just popping up And what I say, the page was the cell phone was freezing, the crime report photos, the food poisoning, I was emailing to myself, the emails were shutting off, it was being sent to drafts, I was trying to click the photos, the screen was freezing. So I'm going to show you photos again of my feces, Shia. I apologize, I know this is pretty gross and I keep showing you this, but I don't think you really care. It's actually it's kind of gross, but I want to show you that the salmonella is lasting 6 days now. That's a long time for food poisoning. I got very seriously for food poisoning because what I believe, on top of the oranges being messed up, there's no way I would buy a $9 bag of oranges. There's no way I'd pick a bag of oranges that big. I was being possessed. They knew those oranges were kind of bad. And then he was turning off my fridge on and off. You can't have the temperatures go hot, cold on vegetables and fruits. It's going to automatically rot. So that those oranges were even more rotten and more rotten because of the fridge being messed with. So I'm going to show you the salmonella. It's still in my feces, and I apologize that this is kind of gross. I don't really want to show it to you, but this is proof that it's my toilet. So it's right over here. In here. You can't be food poisoning on a stroke when you're recovering from a stroke. You can't be food poisoning. And right here. So it's been 17 minutes. I did not read any notes today. I have to drink some water. Hold on. So my fridge has been around 30 at the highest setting. On 30, 35s, 30, 37. Let me use the pendulum now. I need to talk about you, Shia. Oh, I forgot to wear my glasses again. Well, I didn't really start my day until really late because my sleeping schedule was getting really off. I've really enjoyed these photos of you, Shia. One thing I do think about a lot, Shia, when I look at these photos is giving you a hug. I really want to hug you so bad, Shia. I just feel really made to hug you. Let me see if there's anything on the pendulum that I should talk about. I'm feeling really sick and I've got a headache. I'm not going to make this extremely long video. Hey, where's my... I know I need to look up all the spyware, try to find out if there's a hacker. If I'm not possessed enough, however, there has been many times where a Lumerian spirit guide or telepathic supporter will literally take control of my body and do these things, and I am 100% positive that a Lumerian spirit guide gave me the ability to download some of those apps. It's not going to be easy because I cannot spend money on apps. I wouldn't know which one to buy for the malware, anti-spyware. I thought for sure if you're going to do this for 20 years, there's no way there's going to be evidence. If you're going to hack to someone's computer for 15 years, there's no way that there's going to be evidence. However, that saying there's too many ads on those two cell phones, that's good. That's very, very good. I'm trying to find my pendulum. I can't find it. So I guess I'll use my headphone for now. What does Shy want me to talk about? Or what does Shy want me to talk about or tell him in this video? Shy, I love you. There's been so much interference between us. It's unbelievable. I think there was something wrong with my personality from the stroke, as well as and being far gone from the torture, because I can't really express myself like I want to. I am tortured. I'm in so much physical pain. It's really hard to be happy. However, lots of times I'll have thoughts about you and at least have a few seconds to have that thought before I get attacked. And I'll smile. I'll hug the pillow. If there's one thing I really want to invest next month is getting the pillows, because the indulgence pillows. This pillow, I only have one pillow that I absolutely love, that you're going to absolutely love, Shia. The pillowcases, I only have two very soft pillowcases that were like $25. These ones are not soft. Hopefully, maybe if I keep washing, they'll be softer. Don't worry about don't worry about everything right now. Don't worry about all kinds of things. Just try to dissociate. It's really sad though, because with this food poisoning, I haven't been able to really rest to recover properly either because of all the torture. So let me just check real quick and see if it posted. It's like, so it's like my face doesn't ever change. Like the emotions, you can't really see my emotions that happen. Most of the thing that I'm talking about is negative, so I have to kind of always act negative. Okay, so it posted. Where's the other one? Oh, here we go. Okay, reel shared. Sometimes on Instagram, I think that when it says reel shared, it only posts a couple minutes of it. However, I don't think that's completely true. But in regards to the evidence of my electronics being hacked into, how is it possible that I couldn't find out? Well, you have to pay money, but I really think I could spend $20 here and there on an app or something. However, it has to be possession. It really does. And they told me when I was going like this, see, that's not attractive. What the hell is this? Lumerians are telling me that's a fucking demon. That's the demon. Like, if I just make this face like this non-stop 24/7, you can't tell there's a demon in my face. But I think they set it up to make me not smile in the camera, especially because I look ugly. Like, that's ugly. I know what ugly looks like. That's ugly. That's ugly. And they're saying, oh, it's a stroke. Your face is ugly because of stroke. No, I think I have multiple walk-ins. I don't think I just have a bunch of little tiny demons that fit in my blood vessels. I think I actually have multiple walk-ins. And I was told by a telepathic reporter last night, this is not my face. I mean, I guess if I raise my face, like, that's ugly. I guess if I raise my face, no, something happened to my face. That's fucking not me. It's not me. But that's what they love. They would love to make me so ugly. So, let me talk about you now, Shia, for a few minutes. I'll put your video up. I still really... Well, I'm starting to believe there's a reason why we're not together. Yeah. My nose wasn't itchy. Which I don't think I look like this. Okay, my teeth are messed up. See, there's like a bump there. That's the enamel coming off. I used to have nice looking teeth. I don't think it's the teeth though. It's like my face. I've always kind of had a problem with the way my nose looks when I smile. But this is like... And there's so many times that your video will dim on its own. So when I'm watching the video, your video would just start being completely dim, and I can't see it. So this is some things about you, Shia. I think you're chatty, Shia. You're not a quiet person. And you have a very boyish face. You have a little bit of a doll face. You're very curious, Shia. And I feel very lucky. I felt having that telepathic connection with you all these years, and having the Lumerians set it up like you were inside me, which you were. Your spirit was inside me. However, they tricked me so much that it was like a fake. And even psychic said, oh, you have a demon entity in your body. That's not your twin flame. But I have felt so lucky just to have you telepathically connected. The telepathic connection has changed. The telepathic connection has changed, though. Since that we started the cure on Rakyas. And I know you've been mutilated. Your body has been tortured and mutilated, like the victim, Dustin LaFortune. You've been mutilated and tortured, Shia. Like that. Your genitals have been mutilated and tortured like that. And I have not been gentle enough with you. I know it's because the demon's inside my body. It could be like, no, I'm too afraid you're going to get in trouble if I act myself. I don't know if I can actually physically just act myself. You're very handsome, Shia. You have good communication. I like your voice. I love your voice so much. It relaxes me so much. We don't have soulmates. We've never had love before in this lifetime, besides me and you, Shia, and in other lifetimes. You're cheerful, Shia, when you're not getting tortured. You're very intuitive, Shia. And there's a lot of abuse and harassment about your genitals, and it's an ideal size, specifically for me. I'm not gonna don't take it out of context, Shia, and I'm not going to try to explain myself. And I told you also, the gynecologist told me that my inside of my vagina is smaller than other women's. So your genital was made for me. You're very frank and assertive, and sometimes I get afraid that when you watch these videos, you're like, she's so like quiet and like she's not confident and like, I can do this, like I can take these criminals down. And sometimes I'm afraid that you're gonna get angry that I act like that. Well, I'm actually just kind of calm because this video is being made for you, Shia. And do I have the confidence? There's so much covert technology and possession happening. No, I don't have a lot of confidence that people are going to get caught for what they do. And I'm very, very isolated. I've been isolated my entire life. The only time I really had friends in like high school and college was related with alcohol and weed. And Um, that all stopped at around 22, 23, because I told you I got a DUI in 21, and I'm pretty much positive that was set up to kill me. To try to get me, someone tried to set it up to murder me. However, things slowed down, it backfired, because they were also doing tons of guilt shame programs. I wasn't even like allowed to drive for like a year or two after. Like there was a whole delay on the driving test and driving school or whatever. So, but they have that hanging over my head that no, we're not criminals, you're the criminal. Because of that. I don't really know where I'm going. Oh, isolated. I've been extremely isolated. Basically, I remember even in college, and because of the poverty, the only place I really was visiting was like the bookstore, and then I get extreme gas torture. And I didn't have money to go shopping. I couldn't really go do a lot of trails or nature stuff because they didn't want me around nature because it would do something to the etheric implants and all the witchcraft, because when me and you are connected to nature, Shia, it does something. Has this life been worth living? No. Has it because I'm going to be with you soon? Yes, Shia. So you're very stressed, Shia, so do everything you can to not be stressed. Honestly, I wish I could just stay in the bathtub for longer, but it's too, if you stay in the bathtub and you go from hot to cold temperature, and you don't keep it a steady hot temperature, I think that's what happens and why I get very sick very easy from it. You're a deep thinker, Shia, and you have a very pleasing personality. Your voice is you've got a very interesting voice, and your voice makes me very happy. You're very strong-willed, and you've needed me to be more comforting to you. I think my ability to be like that has kind of stopped because of the possession. There's demons trying to interfere with this video right now, Shia, and I'm not going to say what they're saying. But I will never work a job in the workforce for as long as I live. Me and you, Shia, will be self-employed. And I've never been welcome in the workforce in all of the dozens of jobs that I've had. And they were all like little contracts. You only have to deal with her for about 6 months. She'll leave. We'll make her leave. There was only one time I got fired, and it was because this older lady, it was a very tiny boutique, and the older lady I was working with was accusing me of taking her sales. However, I wasn't. I've had suicidal boredom in those retail jobs, folding clothes and cleaning the whole time. And then I had to do the cash register, and you know how I'm very bad at math? Then they would use AI also to mess me up with the math. Or at least try to mess me up with the math, so I'd sit there and have to keep recounting in front of the customer. Imagine the video stopped, so I have to stop this. But imagine it's one of the dumbest jobs that you can get, working at a sales retail job. It's one of the easiest where everyone can qualify, and I have the most anxiety and panic in regards to the math. And like, so that would be a constant humiliation. You can't even work a retail job. You're not even qualified to the retail job because of your math skills. And I was never tech savvy with the retail computers either. So I'm gonna stop talking now because this video stopped. I'm going to make a video tomorrow. Thank you everybody for watching. Thank you so much, Shai, for watching.